Hi, my name is Katie Cook. I've worked on stuff like Star Wars and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic and stuff from Marvel and all of this other crazy assortment of companies. And today I'm going to draw a bunch of random Star Wars crap, because that's what I do. So, I have been doing these little tiny itty bitty sketches at shows for 10 years. You know, I've been doing Comic-Con for 11 years, which is just nutty. I started off doing small press stuff, doing my own independent comics. And then a few years ago, I started doing work for major companies. I started doing stuff for Disney. I started doing stuff for Marvel. I started doing stuff for the Jim Henson Company for Fraggle Rock. And at one show, they officially came over and they took away my cardigan and they took my nerdy glasses and they kicked me out of indie comics. They said I was too mainstream for the room. I've been in kids comics ever since. I love me some Star Wars. It's a nerd passion of mine. My entire office is full of Star Wars toys, Muppet replicas, and a giant stage-accurate Hamilton costume, so my interests are varied. If they ever came out with Broadway comics, I'd be the first in line. So let's see, I got a little Rey and BB-8 right now. I think that's adorable. We're gonna make it super fancy. I don't even have a cloth right now, so we're gonna get all of the fancy little markers all over the table. Favorite Star Wars character to draw is Chewbacca. My favorite of the droids is now BB-8, which is just insane. You know, I'm an R2-D2 fan for life. R2-D2 is the best droid. And I love the fact that J.J. Abrams went into a room full of people at Lucasfilm and at ILM and was like, all right, we need to create a droid that is more lovable than R2-D2. Because I imagine the uproar of the room of people going, it can't be done! And then finally somebody comes out with this little sketch of this soccer ball going, oh my god, you did it! And like cheering across the room or dead quiet because no one can believe how adorable this thing is. And everybody in the trailer thought he was going to be so annoying, and he ended up being amazing. So I used to work on Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock is something that mommies and daddies used to watch. But man, that was an amazing kid's show. It's like what I measure all ages content against that I work on now, is where there's a depth that a kid can understand and an adult can understand, and everybody can enjoy watching it. Because nowadays you also get kids content that's like, where's Spot? No one can find Spot, and it's half an hour of looking for the puppy in a basket, and it drives me bonkers, because I have kids and I'd have to watch that. I have banned that kind of content from my house because I want my kids to experience things like storytelling, or depth of character, or a plot, stuff that's important. I draw for kids, and kids have short attention spans, so you know, my books are much more thought out, and you know, I put a lot of time and effort into my illustrations, but when I do a live draw and I'm doing something in front of them for a kid, I just like to do a little itty-bitty thing that the kid can then take away with them at the end of their 5 seconds with me, that they can cherish and love forever. This is, normally I do it on much smaller paper than this. This is ready for framing. This watercolor set in particular has been all over the world, different book signings and different things that I've done. And probably the most requested character of all time is Boba Fett. I tend to roll my eyes when anybody asks for Boba Fett because he's a whole bunch of colors and his helmet is hard to draw. And since Jakku is very sunny, I'm gonna make her cheeks all rosy. But here is an itty bitty Rey and BB-8. I'm Katie Cook, and this is my itty bitty version of Rey and BB-8. It's adorable. It's over here. You need a magnifying glass to see it, but it's there.